Let's watch this, y'all.
In the dating scene in 2026.
So, y'all, this is a trend that's going on TikTok. It's called the 2026 strict dating program from post-wall women who think they got it like that, but they don't got it like that.
And we are running a tight schedule. So these are the things that are going to get you cut. If you expect a pat on the back for doing the bare minimum, you're cut. If you only do the bare minimum, you're cut. If you
do the bare minimum and do below, fuck these hoes.
Follow any lustful accounts, you're cut. If you have Snapchat, you're cut. If you try to use my past against me, you're cut.
And she has a kid. You can tell she has a kid in the background. So she's a single mom, and you know how we do. If you don't got no kids, you ain't got nothing in common with a bitch with kids. Deal with a woman who ain't got no kids. There's a kid in the background. She over here trying to go over her demands and her strict rules. What was your strict rules when that nigga was beating up that pussy, shooting up the club, busting all inside you? You didn't require this nigga to put a ring on it, but you had his baby. You are a goofy ass chick. Your ass ain't got no leverage. You got a kid. Get your goofy ass off the fucking dating apps. Raise your kid. Make sure that kid ain't no damn statistic coming from a single parent like your goofy ass. Get the fuck off dating apps. Focus on raising your kid instead of getting your goofy ass on fucking TikTok telling man what the fuck you ain't gonna do. You should be blessed that a man's even coming up to you. You got a goddamn kid. Raise your kid.
To waiters, what's wrong with you? You are cut. If you complain about our relationship to other people, especially other women, you're cut. If you're not chivalrous, you're cut. If you have unresolved mommy issues, you're cut. I'm already a mommy to one beautiful baby and I don't need another child. If you look over my shoulder while I'm on your phone, you're cut. If you only do things for recognition, you can take your gold star and get out of here. If you lead towards avoidant attachment style,
you're cut because I can tell you got saggy titties. You're cut because you probably got saggy titties. I can just tell right now.
Emotionally unavailable or have a lot of narcissistic tendencies, you're cut. If you play video games, you're cut. If you don't know how to take accountability for your actions, you're cut. If you're a 50-50 boy, you're cut. If you have a corn addiction or any other
if you're a 50-50 boy, so she expects a nigga to pay for her goofy ass, she got a fucking kid. Y'all trying to pay all the bills for a chick like this with kids? You're fucking insane.
Addictions, if you take PEDs or in general very insecure about yourself and your body and your appearance, you're cut. If you tell me I'm asking for too much, you're cut. If you don't know how to plan a date, you're cut. And if your response to this video is what do you bring to the table, you're cut. For some people this might be a strict program, but for me it's the bare minimum. Happy dating.
I run a very strict dating program and I'm going to continue that in 2026 because we're not playing any games here. One, if you only tell the truth.
Y'all goofy asses in the comments, Brad gonna like her. Brad, this is Brad's type, so he'll probably deal with that shit because she a pretty white girl. But fuck her dating standards. If they don't get on your program, kick their ass to the curb. We all know that women bring no value to a man's life.
After I've found holes in your story, you're cut. If you say, oh, but you didn't ask that. If I asked a question and I have to dive deeper into that answer or ask questions around the question I already asked and you know what I'm talking about, you're cut. I'm not dealing with bullshit. If your page, whatever social media platform it's on, your page is full of half-naked women or thirst traps of that sort, you're cut. It doesn't matter if you're liking it or not.
Okay. Who will put half-naked pictures on their Instagram unless they're liking them, but who cares? You can like whatever picture you like, bro. Don't let these women dictate what the fuck you do.
Your algorithm shows you what you watch. Enough said there. If you don't notice the little things about me, you're noticing someone else and you're cut. If you don't know the sidewalk rule, you're cut. Be a gentleman.
I don't follow. Y'all know the sidewalk rule? I don't follow that shit. I've been with so many and I don't. They're like, why you supposed to walk on the bitch? No. I'm not a fucking gentleman. Get your ass, continue walking. Y'all kill me with this. Try being the gentleman, man. Gentlemen get cheated on, they get taken advantage. Stop being the fucking gentleman. Stop that. These women are talking about the complaining. She has these standards now. When a woman has standards, that means she let all these niggas beat up that pussy and she didn't require any of these standards. And she saw how that turned out. These niggas did not respect her. They treated her like shit. Now that she's getting older, she's going to demand that this time. Don't fall for that bullshit. These niggas, she let all these niggas beat up that pussy and do God knows what to her in the bedroom. Now she expects you to be the gentleman. Don't fall for that shit. You treat her accordingly. Like shit.
To open the door for me. Just in general. You're cut. If you take your anger out on me, you're cut. I don't care if you're upset with someone else, whatever. If you cannot learn how to control your emotions and be emotionally intelligent and learn that one situation does not reflect another, that has nothing to do with it, you're cut. If you don't communicate with me and you make me pull questions out of you, again, like, oh, you didn't ask that type of thing, you're cut.
My strict dating program for 2026. If you're doing any of these, you are getting cut. You can use Snapchat, but only if you are a content creator. Honestly, most of the time I don't even like dating content creators, so most likely that does not apply. Work friends. If you're talking about a relationship to your work friend, you're done. If your work friend is single and even potentially into you, or there's a slight chance they might find you attractive, I need to meet them or you cannot talk to them. And this is like a networking thing, not like you going into an office. I obviously cannot control that. If you follow girls that you dated, kissed, hooked up with, met on somewhere, had a talking stage, or you follow any lustful accounts, you are done. If you Snapchat any girls at all, you are done. If you have to hide your relationship online, you're done. If you're constantly telling me that I cannot wear makeup, sign of narcissism. This one is weird, but if you
No, that means she don't look good without makeup.
hate dogs, you're done. If you don't believe in marriage, and if you have over 50 bodies, you're done. I was being really generous.
Yeah, it's funny because her ass got more than 50 bodies. Women talk so much shit about women have a higher body count than men. So let's not go there. So this woman is cut. This woman's cut because she talks too damn much. How about that?
With 50 because I live in Los Angeles. If you play video games
she lives in LA, meaning she's giving that pussy up to the highest bidder. She's waiting out her options for the best option, and she's putting a price on her vajayjay. So she's got all these daddy standards, but her ass is in competition with these other women to get that high value man.
Constantly, it's not a once in a while thing, you're done. If you yell at video games and you're really loud when you play video games, I'm sorry, that is a deal breaker. I cannot live with that. If you have any ST, whatever, I don't have any. I don't care if 80% of the world has one or something.
And she probably got some STDs in the past. All the fucking she was doing in LA with these rich niggas at these rich sex parties. Her ass probably went. I told y'all about that video I did about the sex parties that these hoes go to. She probably got invited to a damn sex party by these rich dudes. It's rampant here in New York, and I know it's worse in LA with these sex parties, these swingers and shit. Her ass probably went there too because rich niggas were there.
Because I'm not risking getting something for you. Doesn't make sense. If you've cheated in the past or you have friends who have cheated in the past or cheat in general, you're done. If you vent about us to any of your female friends or any females in general, you're done. If you're disrespectful to my family or my friends, you're done. If any of his exes are crazy, the red flag. If you're very vague about your long-term breakups and there's no reason, you are hiding something. If you've been in AA, I don't know. Just don't want to deal with someone relapsing. You're done. If you're a vape guy or a grass guy, self-explanatory. I have more, but this video is getting way too long, so.
All right, we're gonna piss off some insecure boys. This is the 2026 strict dating program.
Okay, she's done because she's been smoking cigarettes since she was 16. She's been smoking Newports. She's been smoking Newports since she was 16 years old. No, I would even say she was smoking Newports since she was in elementary school because her voice is ridiculous. So I'm cutting her off.
If you watch porn, you're cut. Also, OnlyFans counts. If you're not making good money, cut. If you don't work out, cut. If you're rude to waiters or janitorial staff, cut. If you have not gone to therapy, cut. If you think
Cut because your voice is fucking deep. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. Cut. You don't look good without makeup. Cut. Move the fucking box from behind you. Cut. You look post-wall. Cut. Your lips look like if you about to smile, they're gonna bleed because they're chapped. Cut. I can tell you got a body count of over 50. Cut.
white lies are okay, cut. If you complain about our relationship to others, especially other women, cut. If you have friends who lie or cheat, you're cut. If you follow lustful accounts, cut. If you call women names, cut. If you have explosive anger, cut. You need to know how to emotionally regulate your.
And I understand why American women are so done, and I understand why the passport bros do what they do and travel and do all that shit. They say a Cuban woman, a chick from Cuba, they say in Florida they got a lot of a chick from Cuba or Colombia who's probably like a 5 out of 10 in Cuba or Colombia, right? Looks 10 times better than the average American woman. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is that true? I saw a guy talk about this. He was talking about Florida and how just the Spanish women there, they're from Colombia, Cuba, all these Latin countries, and they look 10 times better than Newport woman here who's been smoking Newport since she was 16.
If you're mean to your mom, cut. If you have a Snapchat, cut. If you compare me to your ex, cut. If you call your ex crazy, cut. If you don't know how to cook a meal for yourself, cut. If you're still in contact with your ex's, situationships, whatever flings, cut. If you use something I told you against me, cut. If you tell me...
I can't imagine her moaning with that fucking deep, I can't imagine her. Oh my God. I wouldn't, she not getting on ATB. She's not ATB material. Arch that. I don't want to tell her to arch that back because she gonna need a cigarette break. So ATB, she not ATB material.
I can or cannot wear, cut. If you get in fights or screaming matches at a bar, cut. If you tell me to delete a picture or why I posted it, cut. If you like a girl's bikini, booty picture, I don't care, cut. You should not be following those accounts in the first place. You're a man, and a man knows the difference between lust and love. Learn how to...
A man can follow any fucking account he wants. I want you to stop smoking fucking cigarettes. Go to egg. You need to stop smoking. I'm tired of your deep ass voice. You don't shut the hell up. Please stop smoking, lady.
Control yourself. If you're military, cut. And if you have wandering eyes, cut. You can say that's a strict, but I actually think it's the bare minimum. Most women would do this without even thinking about it.
In 2026, I'm really getting strict in my dating. I mean, not even in 2026. Right now, I'm getting very strict in my dating. And these...
When they say they're getting strict, that means they've been giving up that pussy to the wrong dude.
are a few things that I do not like. I'm like, cut. You're cut from this. So not... like if we're talking for a few days and you haven't properly planned a date yet, like a date is not going out for drinks, having coffee, going out and playing like those games like a Chuck E. Cheese. Honestly, a movie is not a red flag. I really like watching movies with someone because it shows me how I like we can like get along during movies. Like I like to...
That makes no fucking sense, you fucking goofy ass. You can't talk in a fucking movie because you're watching the goddamn movie, you dummy. Her ass is fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I can't. And this is the dating market. So many dumb, retarded hoes thinking they sound fucking smart. You sound smart to someone fucking stupid. You've been giving up this pussy to the wrong niggas and now you got standards. You're a fucking goofball and ain't nobody dealing with this shit. She ain't I'm not gonna tell her to ATB. I'm gonna tell her to get the fuck out my face.
Talk during a movie sometimes, and if you say shush, you're cut. So, anyways.
How about if you can't suck my dick for an hour and shut the fuck up, you're cut. If that pussy is trash, you're cut. You down there, I didn't tell you to get up, stay down there. I didn't tell you to get up. Just, if you can't suck my dick for an hour, shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn if your jaw hurts. I don't give a shit if you got TMJ. We gonna fix that jaw. You gonna be down there for a long time.
I don't like drink dates. I don't like coffee dates. I want a date where we can both eat a freaking steak and talk about politics.
A fucking steak. How about you cook me a fucking steak and shut up? So we can talk about politics. Why? Don't take y'all better stop taking these hoes on dates. But again, there's so many simps out there who don't get no fucking pussy. They gonna take these hoes on dates. Take me out for a fucking steak, bitch. I'll drop your ass off in front of Applebee's. You keep fucking with me. Drop her ass right in front of Applebee's. Like I said in other videos. I'll drop her ass off in front of Applebee's and keep it moving. Take your ass for a fucking steak. How about you cook me a steak? Let me see if your goofy ass knows how to fucking cook, because you can't fuck for shit. What am I using you for? You can't do shit right in a relationship. Half of these women are cut.
Yeah. Anyways, if we're talking for a bit and you haven't asked me on a proper date, you're cut. If you say tentatively, let's go out this Friday, but then don't text me for a whole freaking week, you're cut. If I tell you certain things, and you don't remember them, you're cut. Because
Yeah, if I don't remember, you're not that important and you're boring as fuck. That's why I forgot. You weren't that memorable as a woman. You were below mid, thinking you're that bitch, but you're not. That's why I forgot those details you told me, because I really don't give a fuck. I want you to be face down, ass up, and just shut the fuck up. You're that forgettable. These women don't realize that you're that fucking forgettable.
I remember things about a person, and if you don't remember things about me, that means you're busy with someone else and you're cut. If you're doing things for another girl, you're cut, because that's not what my husband would do. Like, he wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm doing this."
You don't got a husband, and a husband would cheat on your goofy ass because you're a fucking retard.
For my friend, because she really needs it, and I'm like, okay, you can go be with that girl, because I'm not gonna worry about that. If you have a weird following or a weird situation with your followers, you're cut. Like, that's just weird. I can't. If you have a girl best friend, you're cut. I don't care. If you
I can tell she's not ladylike. Her nails ain't done. I look at her nails ain't done. She's wearing a fucking hoodie. I can tell she probably dressed like a tomboy and shit. Bitch goes out and wears Skechers. You know the shoes Skechers that light up? Her goofy ass wears light up Skechers with fucking jeans and a hoodie on a fucking date. Her name is Skechers, because that's what she wears. She wears the light up shoes Skechers when you take her goofy ass out on a date. Her nails ain't done and demanding all this shit, huh?
can't keep like communication consistent, you're cut. If you're not funny, you're cut. If you think sarcasm is like a good way to play on a joke, you're cut. If you think that staying out till 2 a.m. on a freaking Tuesday because you've got league or whatever, then you're cut. Because I will not be begged to stay out.
You know what you got to do with these? Test these hoes, bro. Test these hoes this year. Do this thing, all right? Let me know in the comments if y'all trying to do this. Do this thing, right? Come back from the gym. You didn't take no shower. You got your sweaty balls. See if she's going to give you head on your sweaty balls. See if you own her ass like that. If she can do the bare minimum. If she can do the bare minimum. These women have these high fucking demands, and they bring no value to a man's life. How about you suck these sweaty balls when I get back from the gym? I had leggings on too. It stinks down there. How about you? Yeah, see how long she can last down there. If she can't last, cut. She can't deal with the smell, cut.
Till 2 a.m. on a Tuesday with you and your buddies. Sorry, because I'm not going to be bitched at. If you have a weird obsession with your family and you hang out with them way too much, you're cut.
So weird obsession. So she probably doesn't come from a good family background. So you can't do shit with her.
I love my family and I go see them a couple times a year. It's wonderful, but I do love.
I only see them a couple of times a year. She's not close to her family. So she don't have any really good examples of that. So she's
like
cut.
Being 400, 500 miles away from them. And I have boundaries. I do FaceTime my parents once in a while, but I'm not gonna go hang out with them 4 days a week. If you live with your parents, it's fine, but I need you to move out before we decide to move in together. Because if you don't have any future
Do not move in with these bitches. I'm telling you right now, because when you're done with them, you can't kick these bitches out because they've been. Do not move. Do not move in with a goofy ass woman. Do not.
you're cut. If you don't have a 2 to 5 to 10 year plan, you're cut. These are like things that I have and that
And she's not getting that. That's why she has to go on the internet and post stupid shit like this. When women are all on TikTok saying stupid shit like that, that is code word for they're not getting this at all. And they are butthurt about that.
I am as a person. And if you can't fit in that category with me, it's fine. It's fine. But you're cut.
I just ended things with the guy that I was talking to last night. So here is my strict program for 2026. If you still follow your exes or people you talk to, you're cut. If you're financially irresponsible, you're cut. If you're not responsible in general, you're cut. If your ex is crazy, you're cut. If you smoke cigarettes or vape, you're cut. If you're nonchalant, you're cut. If you can't communicate or express your feelings, you're cut. If you don't make more money than me and you have too many girlfriends, this is specifically for men.
If you don't make more money than me, keywords, I'm telling y'all, these women do not give a shit. If I'm making bank, why am I going to get with your post wall ass? Your post wall, you got no lips. You looking like something from Avatar. Why the fuck am I going to get with you when I can get a hot younger girl who's not post wall and who doesn't look like Avatar? When I saw her, I was like, oh, this is Avatar. She just came back from filming the last Avatar movie.
You're cut. If you comment under another girl's photo and it's OD, you're cut. If you're overly friendly, you're cut. If you don't have a car, you're cut. If you don't believe in therapy, you're cut. If you're not funny, you're cut. If you raise your voice at me, you're cut. If you support Chris Brown, you're cut. If you're politically and socially unaware, you're cut. If you're a Trump supporter, you're obviously fucking cut. If you lack ambition, you're cut. If you're talking to me for over 3 months and have no intention of trying to be official with me, you're cut. If you don't buy me flowers, you're cut. If you're rude to my friends, you're cut. Let me know if you guys want a part 2 because I feel like I can.
This is a below average bitch. I would even match with her on a dating app. She's delusional, but she's confident like this because she has a lot of simps kissing her ass. That's why she's talking like this.
A whole other list.
Let's talk about 2026 and running a strict program and what does that look like for me. Low effort dates, absolutely not, never been for me, and continuing will not be for me for 2026. Lack of consistency, especially in communication. The thing is, I'm not a huge texter, but I'm a big communicator. I will let you know ahead of time, hey, I'm not the biggest texter. Let's FaceTime, let's call, X, Y, and Z. But if there's no communication or lack of follow through to it, and also prior communication of like, hey, I'm gonna be busy this day, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, not for me. Intentional time, okay? That's all. I don't care what anyone has to say about this, but following list and yeah, no, absolutely not. If it looks concerning and lustful, absolutely not for me. Having the door open for any past anything, relationships, talking stages, situations, whatever it is. Again, I don't ask for things that I can't provide and reciprocate. I don't run my life that way, so respectfully, I would not. It's just a preference for me. It's not for everybody. Everyone does whatever the heck they want. You will get the girl that will be on the same wavelength as that. But me personally, absolutely not. And let me just remind y'all, this only has to work for one person for me. So, not here to be agreeable or has, So good luck. Best of luck to anybody running a strict program as well. Bye.
That's their strict rules, y'all. Hold the line. Do not deal with this shit in 2026, all right? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.